Shagun today on the program. Again, Boko Haram strikes in Borno State, kills 40 persons, abducts scores. Lagos Speaker Obasa impeached as Mojisola Miranda emerges as first female Speaker of the State Assembly. And later on the show, despite fuel price drop, transporters say fares slash not in view. I'll be hanging out with Mayor Akinpelu and Majid Jamiu. Journalist Hangout starts right now. Now let's begin the conversation. Terrorist attacks continue to cast a shadow over regions striving for peace and stability in Nigeria. Once again, the Boko Haram terror group has killed 40 farmers and abducted numerous others in a brutal attack on Domba community in Kukawa local government area of Borno State. The state governor, Professor Bagana Zulum, condemned the act and urged the military to get rid of insurgents operating in the community. All right, Mayor, let's start this way. Despite the efforts by the state government, the federal government, to stem the tide of insecurity, most especially in the north, Boko Haram still found a way they went on rampage, killing people. Mayor, what else can be done by the authorities to bring stability in that region?
It is unfortunate that what happened in Borno State happened. But you see, no matter how strong or effective your security forces handle things, they cannot completely destroy terrorist organizations. Even America, as powerful as they were, they could not do it in Afghanistan. So, because it is not conventional warfare,
asymmetrical.
It's not, yes, it's not conventional warfare. So because of that, these people, when you seem to be on top of them, they would retreat to the mountainous regions or sometimes to neighboring countries.
To regroup.
And then they will lie low for some time, they will regroup and come back. And don't forget that ISWAP, who operates in that area, they are affiliated to ISIS.
Yes.
So they have enough resources, they have foreign soldiers. So they can always go and lie low for some time in different cells, and then when the time comes, they will come back again. So what they do now is what they can do is just like when you seem to be on top of your game, yes, in terms of security, you will now force them to attack soft targets.
Okay.
Before they used to attack barracks, they used to ambush our soldiers.
Super camps, military.
Yes, they used to come up to Maiduguri. But now, Kukawa those are on the fringes of the Sahara, okay, towards that Borno, towards the northern end of it. So it's easier to attack people like that because the security people will not be present in such communities. So it's easier for them to come in, look at those soft targets, and then take them, because usually they like to kidnap people,
yes, especially
women, so that they can help them, they can give some of them to their soldiers, and sometimes they can help them in terms of cooking and all that.
Exactly.
So it is a sad situation, but we only just urge our security forces to double their efforts.
Double their efforts.
Because there is nothing they can really do. They cannot be present in every community.
True.
They don't have such resources. So we just have to tell them to double their effort. But it's unfortunate, but things like that will happen once in a while.
Majid, according to reports that we gathered, they heard that there are black legs, people who connive with the insurgents, feeding them information. This now brings it back to intelligence. How can we improve on our intelligence to fish out those black legs out of those communities, those that feed information to the insurgents to come and attack?
Yeah, give it to the governor of Borno State, Professor Zulum. He has done quite a lot. And, like Mayor said, you can't rule out some pockets of attacks like this. I mean, targeting the soft targets, the weak links in the chain. Before now, they used to take on military barracks, and they even take on theaters of operation. But that is has become a thing of the past. But like you said, in the last regime under Buhari, the kind of amnesty that they were given to some of these characters is such that allowed some of these insurgents, some of these bandits, they will say, quote unquote, they are repentant. But I don't see any Boko Haram
repent. Exactly.
So they come back into the community. Even despite the fact that government made some arrangement to be giving them money and some stuff like that, but their members over there will still come back and recruit them back. They even help in recruiting some of the villagers. So, and they come in to lure the villagers into becoming Boko Haram members. I mean, to the extent that they want to tell you that the only place where you could be safe is if you are with us. So in that wise, while I was commending the governor earlier in this encounter, is the fact that the government knew that we are, I mean, they are targeting farmers. Most of the 40 people killed there are farmers.
Yeah, it's a fishing and farming community.
Yes, fishing and farming. So the government earmarked some areas, large expanse of land, with maximum security for those who are interested in farming. So they were there, and government cautioned that, please, if you want to farm, do not go beyond these secured areas. But you know, some people will tell you that I get the best of my yields in certain areas, so I can, I'm not familiar with this farming environment, but I think they should heed the warning from the government, and at least for now, while the government in collaboration with the security agencies are dealing with the insurgents in other areas, there should be information management such that people should understand that these are not normal clients.
Are you blaming the victims for not heeding the advice of the government?
You see,
the victims, are you blaming them?
I won't say I blame them, but then, you see, when there is a security breach, then we know things are not normal. It's like, I mean, it's not a normal situation where you have IDPs, people living in IDPs. Everybody wants to live in the comfort of his home,
yes,
in the comfort of his village. But, I mean, when we have situations where, for example, Kukawa village has been attacked severally from 2019 and thereabouts, and there's even some area very close to Chibok community. So, and these attacks come from the Shad region. So, these characters understand the terrain. So, they lash in on that to take on those who stray into areas outside this comfort, these secured farming zones. I think this is where this happened. This attack happened 4:30 p.m. on a Sunday, not even at night, during the day. So I think government should do more by letting the locals know that it is in their interest to, I mean, if you want to farm, restrict yourself to the secured farming areas.
Don't go beyond
that. At least till their government is able to, to get to other areas. I mean, government keeps expanding those farming centers that are secured, and they are working in collaboration with the security forces. So I think that is the way to go.
The Chief of Defense Staff last week talked about, he assured Nigerians that security will improve. But seeing this, 40 persons and scores injured, are you convinced?
Yes, I am.
That security will improve?
I am, yes, because the Chief of Defense Staff has proved beyond all reasonable doubt that he understands what he's doing. And the National Security Advisor, too, is doing a lot of good job, in different, because this insecurity is not only in Borno State. is different. Where we have terrorists in that zone, we have bandits everywhere. So they will be able to show that they're on top of their game. And what I would just advise is that to be able to guide against this kind of thing that we are with, this kind of attack that happened, I think government should try to create like a mobile response force that can be called upon at quick notice, maybe 2 helicopters or paratroopers and all that. They'll be able to get to a particular situation at the same time. Then they can, in all these communities that are in those far-flung places, they can have security agents embedded in those communities.
But I heard that there's a DSS officer in every local government.
Yeah, they can do more, because what I'm saying so is that when they have a security unit in all these places, what their own job is to be able to contact the response force when an attack like that is ongoing. Because, you know, when you kill those people and you kidnap as many people as was reported, it's not something you will do in minutes. It's going to take hours.
Yeah, sure.
You understand what I'm saying? So if we have security people, security units embedded in those places, they can immediately contact the rapid response force to be able to respond to those things. Because, for example, if security forces, for whatever reason, had they appeared on the scene, they will not be as successful as they were. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that I want to suggest, because you cannot establish security areas in everywhere. They don't even have that resources. So what you do is that the areas that you cannot get to, put a unit in place like a rapid response force that you can call upon, and they will go to that particular area.
So that means like a civilian JT, civilians involved?
No. Security units. Just security? Security units. Security, they can have GF working with them. But it is important that intelligence must be there, because if you want to even attack, there will be signs. They will see signs.
Exactly. This is where
they will see signs. They will see signs that, oh, it seems something is imminent. So those people will be able to now tell their rapid response force for them to be able to come. But like I said, it is unfortunate, but it's something that will happen once in a while. You know, the frequency has decreased considerably, which is very commendable. But it happens once in a while. Like I said, even in senior climbs, it's so difficult to.
The CDS talked about security will improve. Mojid, 40 persons gone, just like that. Scores injured. Are you still convinced?
Yes, I mean, not just the CDS, the Chief of Army Staff, the Navy, the Air Force. I mean, you know, several times they've had air raids followed by ground troops, all aimed at eliminating or decapacitating these insurgents. You know, I keep saying that each time we record a success of getting some of these characters out, I mean, especially in Zamfara and in the northeast areas, they go back, re-strategize, and unleash terror on the weak link in the weak links in the chain by targeting soft targets. This is a result of some of such 40 farmers. I mean, trying to earn a living, doing the farming. I mean, hard work, trying to feed their family. So we need to strategize more and improve on our intelligence gathering, especially the security agencies, and also engage more of the trusted locals, the one we call the JTF, the civilian guys who assist them, because you need people in the local local areas, in the neighborhoods, to be able to give you information on the activities of these characters, so that it will help their own intelligence gathering.
All right, then. All right, let's move straight to